Hi guys,
Easy
welcome back
fondant
to my
recipe.
channel. How are you all doing? So today I'll be teaching you how to make fondant. Okay, a very perfect fondant recipe which is most suitable for this rainy season. So to do that, we would need icing sugar. I'm using 1 kg of baker's choice icing sugar. Mind you, you can use any icing sugar of your choice. You can use Susan, Noella, whichever brand you are using is okay. And we are going to need gelatin, CMC, and glucose. So the first thing I'm going to do, to my stainless bowl I added half cup of room temperature water, and after that I'll go in with my 2 tablespoons of gelatin. Please make sure you're using measuring spoon. You can see the measuring spoon that I'm using. 2 tablespoons gelatin leveled. Okay, so from the video you will notice that I'm sprinkling the gelatin, and the essence of doing that is to make sure they are properly dissolved. So after adding my gelatin, I'll go in with my metal spoon. I'm going to stir very well to make sure it is properly dissolved, because if your gelatin is not well dissolved, you will notice that after mixing your fondant, you are going to be seeing the gelatin in your fondant, which is not going to be good, especially when you are covering a white fondant cake. So after dissolving, I'll go in with, so I went in with my glucose. You can see the brand I'm using. You can use any brand of your choice, but make sure that the gelatin and water, that they are well dissolved. So even after stirring and it refuses to dissolve very well, you can allow it to sit for like a minute or two, but just make sure your gelatin and water are properly dissolved. So after that, I went in with my 2 tablespoons of glucose. For glucose measurement, I use normal tablespoon, like your normal tablespoon for eating, and I went in with 2 tablespoons. So the important thing to note here is this is rainy season, and that's why I'm using 2 tablespoons of glucose. So when we enter dry season, I'll increase the 2 tablespoons of glucose to 3 tablespoons of glucose. So to avoid sweating of fondant, I decided to use 2 tablespoons, and it works perfectly well for me. So after dissolving my liquid, my glucose, water, and gelatin, I set that aside. And the next thing I did, I poured my icing sugar on my work surface, added my CMC, and I combined properly. Okay, remember I told you you can use any brand of icing sugar. Any brand is okay. For me, I use Noella, I use Baker's Choice, I use Suzanne, whichever one I lay my hands on. So after combining properly your icing sugar and your CMC, the next thing you're going to do is to start adding your liquid gradually, a little at a time. As you're doing that, you are mixing and kneading your icing sugar properly. Make sure you knead and scrape out all the sticky ones on the table, and knead